Hey, getting this in before a morning stream, because I woke up like super early and there was really nothing else to do this morning. We are getting the hunting quests and everything a week early. Today's video is going to be on Hokusai, but I just want to touch briefly on the hunting quest. TLDR, only farm this for like short things that you need like right now, because over the course of the year we're gonna have like pretty much a good farming node either through a lotto or something very similar to it. Like over the year, I would not worry about these mats this much. We have raids for Galatea 5 rerun too, so if you are starving for like specific mats, if they're not here, and like I know there's no eggs or anything, I would just like look up Ran Neurofest, Summer 6, Galatea 5 rerun, and Martha Christmas. I would look those up and see what mats you need. That's what event you need to focus on. In general, I say lottos are like the best thing to focus on, but Summer 6 is like really good for farming like specific mats, like more than the 5 that are on display for a lotto. Like there are 15 different mats in those boxes, and if you don't need one of them, just farm the node you need to. But in general, this would be one I would farm. I would be interested in farming this one. For chains, gallstones temporarily, because I need those for Tyra and Spishtar, like finally get them leveled. And then comet shards, like I get them when I need them. Like I'm not starving from them, so I'm not gonna go too hard on this hunting quest. Might do it just to like get one character their skills, and then I'm out. All right, so today we are actually going to be talking about Hokusai. And my brain still is fried from the tier list. It feels like I just talked about her, because I did. I just talked about her on Saturday. But I will give her her fair video. So we have probably the origin of let's say very common reasons that people discover fate, not for maybe the reasons the mainstream media wants us to know about, but we all know about. If you know, you know. Base attack looks good, 12.1k. That is well above average. HP is also not low. It's not super high, but it's not hitting like 10,000 like I saw like the other day. And I really do like that we see AOE and like her father is there. Like this isn't like all the first 3 ascensions or first 2 ascensions are AOE. This is actual Hokusai. This is actually her father. They're sharing a body. Fate is weird. Yada yada yada. We all know the deal by now. MP charge 0.33%. This is such a curse because it affects her MP's refund so much. Like it's 5 hits. Her Arts Guard has more hits than her MP, thus affects her looping, thus affects how well she's able to farm. You kind of have to brute force with Hokusai just a little bit. Like the 0.33, it's not as bad as you'd think because Summer Ibuki exists. She has like a 0.37 and is still one of the best loopers. Hokusai, she suffers because not only is it lower, not only is her gains lower, she also does not have like the same looping power that Ibuki has. Like we'll get into it in a sec, but just know she can do it. Don't let this fool you. Like don't let what I'm saying like fool you. She is able to loop. It's just like you're not don't expect this to be as easy as with Ibuki. That's what I'm saying. Like 5 hits is a lot of hits for an arts MP. That's a lot of hits. It doesn't matter an MP gain until you start getting into like caster skill. But we see with Summer Valks, if you like, regardless of your MP gain, if you have the hits, you can make it up. Hokusai is like halfway on that point. She might need like one buff that, like, I don't know, like a lot of MP gain on one of her skills. I don't think she needs it because she's mostly refunding from art crits. But like, if she wants to do farming, like for boss fights, she does not need anything. She is fine. 6 hits on arts, 4 hits on buster, 4 hits on quick, 4 hit extra attack. Yeah, it's lackluster if you're not getting a mighty chain. Or if you crit on these arts cards, you're cooking. You're actually cooking. You get so much back. First skill, 1 turn of evasion, 30% battery. This honestly could be buffed. Like, I can definitely see this buffed, like, because let me just bring up a good example of someone with a similar skill that also got buffed. Yes, Melt. She has a technically stronger dodge because you can't waste it, and she drops stars, and she has the 30% battery, and it's still on the 5-turn cooldown. I feel like if they were gonna buff something in her kit, it would be this, because this is definitely lackluster. It's a good skill, but it's just like it doesn't do that much, and it's like easy to waste this. If they want to buff this to like a 3 times 3 turns thing, I will be fine with that being the only thing, because I just do not want this to be full turn. It's annoying. Second skill. Again, why I don't think it's like, I don't think this skill is what would get buffed, because they're not going to double buff this skill. But like between these two, I think this is this weaker thing. Like, I think her battery is weaker than her arts buff, because 30% arts on a 5-turn is good by itself. Like, that's the 5-turn. The 30% on a 6-turn, that's okay, but 30% on a 5-turn, good. But this other stuff, buff removal resistance 1 turn, debuff resistance 100% 1 turn, both of these values together is what's important. For a turn, your buffs can't get yeeted, and you can't get debuffed. You can, like, your opponent cannot stop Hokusai the turn you pop this. There is no slowdown. So you, like, if you're running her with double Castoria and you're in a challenge quest, you may hold off on popping this depending on the mechanics of the fight. You might say, oh, if I break the next bar, it's gonna yeet all my buffs off. Or if I break the next buff, I'm guaranteed to get stunned. Let me pop this right now and stop that from happening. So good value on this skill, good cooldown to match it. Third skill, buffed. On attack buff. Inflicts defense down for 3 turns to an enemy when attacking with art cards. Notice it does not say normal attacking. This means it applies on the MP as well. So the MP puts defense down too. In addition, you get star weights on the arts card for 3 turns, and you get 15 stars. I do not. So if they were to buff this skill, they're not gonna put like they're not gonna put a star bomb like Melt. I actually do think they would put MP gain. I do think they would put MP gain on a skill like this. If they were to buff it, it's either that or crit damage, which I can kind of see it since she's doing defense down on this, and like it would double down on the crit damage. So I hate saying this, like, because it's like obvious what certain servants are missing. if she, I can see them going both ways with MP gain or crit damage on this skill eventually. This skill they're probably not going to touch. It's pretty strong. This skill, like, if you have any amount of stars, because you will at least have 17 stars if you pop this skill at max rank. If you have like both of your arts cards, they're pretty much guaranteed crits. As long as you don't have like other star weight servants, because foreigners do have a archer class star weight. They already have good star weight. 500% on them is good. Damn it, I don't even think I mentioned that in the tier list about foreigner star weight. Is it just Hokusai? Is it just Hokusai? No. They're not usually. Yeah, no. It's all of them have like archer star weight. Chat, the things you like just breeze over when you're doing tier lists like that. Okay. Back to passives. 2 stars of return and more debuff resistance. So say it's like a 200% stun chance to stun. Like, it's not gonna stop you from fully getting stunned. Like, there's still a good chance you'll get stunned if the chance is more than 200%. But like, this plus this makes it so that if there is that 200% chance, there is the chance that you will not get stunned. That's what it means to have 112% debuff resistance, and why certain debuffs like Save and Go has a 150% chance to land the defense down. It's because it's already ignoring. It's to counter magic resist. Item construction, 8% debuff success rate. Good. Arts buff, really wish this was higher. But we'll take it. Make our arts cards even better. Get this, you'll be able to start from 50% and just do more black rail stuff. Or yeah, more black rail stuff. I would go mana loading over going an extra attack, if I'm being honest. But like I said in the last one, she has Berserker mod. She already has full class advantage, so the 2 times and then taking half damage from Berserkers. This is not a bad one to upgrade. I honestly would do this over extra attack, and I usually don't recommend that. But this has way more cases for a foreigner when they have full class advantage. It's like the same as an alter ego getting caster advantage. Like they were gonna do good damage anyway. You're just making the damage better. And MP 5-hit AOE arts. There is no normal effect, and damage mod against man attribute. So her buffs are either going to be an MP buff, which I'm fine with, or the skill one. If we look at Hokusai's damage, Warner, AOE. Yeah, she's sitting here at the bottom. She's sitting here at the bottom, out damaged by welfares. Like, it's okay, so it's one thing. It's one thing if the defense down was proccing first. It doesn't. It procs after damage. So Hokusai's MP1 damage is extremely lackluster. She actually does need the MP upgrade first. She needs this damage, because Kukulkan is a monster with this damage because she double stacks so much shit. Jox gets her curse. She's good to go. She can do that before it. Technically, you can do that with Hokusai, but the problem with Hokusai versus Jox is that Jox is a quick servant. Like, she's not gonna refund that much anyway. Hokusai's an arts. For her to like ignore using one of her cards and use it in front of her MP gimps how much she'll actually be able to get back. Especially if you put something, if you do an arts card first, which you have to. You're gimping your gains. Hokusai's first MP sucks. It really does, but it gets substantially better every time you loop. She needs the MP upgrade. And what can they do? Like, maybe just put the MP gain on her MP, make it activate first. That's if they like, because they're not gonna give her more damage than that already. Yeah, and this damage doesn't look that good. When like, yes, it looks normal compared to like other servants, but remember, this is probably not against berserkers, and if it is, cool. That is good that she has this capability against berserkers, but most of the time she's going to be doing type neutral. And like, if you just bring a servant that is more appropriate, like Summer Valks, Anastasia would be more consistent because she'd be getting class advantage against assassins over Hokusai doing type neutral against the second lowest MP gen. Like, she's a good servant for boss fights. She's not good enough at looping to be your general looper in the same sense as Ibuki. Bonsi is MP damage and one-time guts. It's good, but I don't see it being that good on her in particular. Yeah, I think the biggest thing Hokusai is missing is like some kind of ramp up. Like, yeah, she does have this kind of ramp up, but that's not the same as I'm talking about. I honestly think Hokusai would benefit a lot from getting an MP upgrade and like start ramping up MP gain, because then when she doesn't have this, she's still able to like spam her MP until this comes back off cooldown and all the defense downs are gone, and then she's able to ramp up. And then if you have Tamamo, that gap is even smaller and you could start double stacking some of the buffs. Do I think Hokusai is worth summoning for right now on NA? No, I do not. Bad timing. Bad timing. We're now about to be 3 months away from Vitch, 4 from Oberon, 2 from Morgan, maybe. That like, it's either the end of April or early May that we get Morgan. This is just not a good time for Hokusai. There's a better time to summon for her, and that is next December. That's because that's when I got her on JP. That is a better time to summon for Hokusai after all these like must summon servants come out. She is good. She just needs, she's not in the best state. She's just not. All right, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. If you enjoyed this video, consider dropping a like or a sub. And if you're feeling really generous, give me some feedback on the video in the comment section. I am very much looking to improve in the coming months as the channel continues to grow. Hope to see you in the next one. Peace.